Leonardo DiCaprio drives a Toyota Prius despite being worth $300 million, whilst IKEA's founder still flew economy after making $50 billion. But let's start with someone with a $120 million net worth, Christian Bale. Christian Bale drives a 2003 Toyota Tacoma pickup. He says, "It's a good car, never breaks. If someone needs me to carry something, I can put it in the back." Christian Bale's truck has become a notable Hollywood talking point. I guess people have this idea of most Hollywood stars driving like the nicest cars and living the most luxurious lifestyles. Christian Bale lives in a nice but very simple Los Angeles property, although he'd recently announced he was dropping $22 million on 12 separate houses, all of which are going to a foster care charity. When offered a luxury villa on the set of Public Enemies, Christian Bale refused, with the director explaining he just wanted an ordinary room. Christian is so modest and unassuming, which is supported by one of Bale's interview statements. "Wealth doesn't mean anything to me. If a rubber broke into my house, he'd burst into tears and it wouldn't be worth stealing." Leonardo DiCaprio, who has a net worth of $300 million, yet opts to drive a Toyota Prius. DiCaprio's appreciation for the Prius is evident as he purchased 3 additional vehicles for his family members. Additionally, he often chooses commercial flights over private jets, aligning with his commitment to environmental sustainability. At airports, he maintains a low-key presence, dressed casually, yet his most relaxed moments are perhaps when cycling around New York City. Despite owning 4 adjacent homes in Hollywood, encounters with him suggest a down-to-earth demeanor. For instance, when David Doe visited him, as DiCaprio opened the door, his dog dashed out, leading to an unexpected chase. This moment underscored his ordinary lifestyle, starkly contrasting the glamorous roles he portrays on screen. Leonardo DiCaprio's approach to fans reflects his grounded nature. Despite his security initially intervening at a restaurant encounter, DiCaprio insisted, "It's okay, let him through." This allowed for a brief interaction where he signed an autograph and engaged in a genuine 2-minute conversation, showing no signs of superiority. Dave Grohl. Meanwhile, Dave Grohl of the Foo Fighters epitomizes a modest lifestyle, despite his substantial wealth of $320 million. When discussing his financial habits, Grohl humorously remarks that his money turns all moldy and smelly in his bank account, as he seldom makes extravagant purchases. His first credit card was used to buy a meal at Benihana, highlighting his simple spending habits. Concerning vehicles, Grohl prefers a practical family car over lavish options, describing his experience with a Tesla as impractical and overly fancy for his taste. He even sold his vacation home in 2017 and now lives in a single property in Los Angeles, which he describes as just big enough. Grohl firmly believes that happiness doesn't come from accumulating wealth or possessions, stating, "I don't need more money, cars, and gold chains. I'd rather be happy than stinking rich." And he identifies first and foremost as a musician, not a materialist. Kawhi Leonard, an NBA player, might just top the list regarding living modestly. Despite earning $128 million in the past 3 years, Leonard still drives a 1997 Chevy Tahoe, which he keeps because it's reliable and fully paid for. Known affectionately as the gas guzzler, this car is often parked outside his modest 2-bedroom apartment in San Diego. However, Leonard's economical habits at the local Wingstop truly highlight his frugality. After securing a sponsorship deal with Wingstop in 2016, Leonard received a booklet of coupons for free chicken wings, which he famously misplaced, reportedly causing him significant distress. This exact Wingstop location has become a favorite spot for fans seeking autographs, further cementing his reputation for approachability and simplicity. Ed Sheeran. Despite earning $775 million from his 2023 tour, Ed Sheeran remains remarkably grounded in his financial habits. His preferred relaxing spot is the couch at his home in his hometown. When discussing his banking arrangements, Sheeran reveals that he still uses his Barclays student account because he limits his spending. "I haven't upgraded because I don't spend much. If I had all my money in one account, I'd probably spend it all," he explains. Therefore, he operates on a self-imposed allowance, which surprisingly amounts to only about $1,000 a month, primarily spent on taxis. As for lodging, Lavish hotels are not on his list of expenses. Instead, he once spent 3 months sleeping in Courtney Cox's spare room in Malibu, which, while luxurious, was more about convenience than extravagance for him. Ed Sheeran, who married his high school sweetheart, chose to settle in their quaint English hometown, which has a population of just 4,000. He maintains a regular work schedule akin to typical office hours, preserving a semblance of normalcy despite his fame. Sheeran's response highlights his practical nature when asked about indulging in extravagant vacations. Being fair-skinned beach holidays aren't really for me. I find the idea of sitting under the sun and getting burnt far from relaxing. Instead, I prefer to close my doors, turn off my phone, and spend my time watching a good stack of DVDs, he explains, choosing simple home comforts over lavish escapes. Jennifer Lawrence, often recognized as one of the most successful actresses of her generation, embodies a surprisingly ordinary lifestyle, resonating with the grounded nature of her roles, like those in The Hunger Games. She remarked, "I'm usually in bed by 11 p.m. I prefer that over attending late-night Hollywood parties. The idea of fame has never really impressed me," which aligns with her decision to keep driving her old Volkswagen AOS even after achieving fame. Later, she modestly upgraded to a Chevy Volt and continued living in the same Los Angeles townhouse she purchased for less than $1 million before becoming a household name. Lawrence often shares, "I was taught to value and respect money, regardless of how much I have. This respect has guided her to maintain a humble existence. I still hunt for bargains at the supermarket. Being recognized doesn't change who I am or make me anything special," she explains, emphasizing her commitment to a life of simplicity despite her high-profile status. Ingvar Kamprad, the founder of the Swedish furniture giant IKEA, built a substantial fortune, reaching a net worth of $53 billion and briefly surpassing Bill Gates as the world's richest person in 2004. Despite his immense wealth, Kamprad was famously frugal, exemplified by his choice to drive a 1993 Volvo 240 around his hometown, known for its thrifty inhabitants. He famously said, "If you look at me now, I don't think I'm wearing anything that wasn't bought at a flea market." Kamprad's commitment to simplicity extended to his travel habits, always opting to fly economy class. He justified this by saying, "How the hell can I ask people who work for me to travel cheaply if I'm traveling in luxury? It's a question of good leadership, and it's best to stay in touch with the real world." His austere lifestyle was so pronounced that some might say he was disconnected from the typical billionaire lifestyle. Ingvar Kamprad passed away in 2018 as the world's 8th richest person, leaving a legacy of practicality and modesty. Mark Zuckerberg. While not universally admired, Mark Zuckerberg embodies the spirit of frugal billionaires. Currently ranked as the 4th richest person globally with a net worth of $170 billion. He simplifies his life by wearing the same style of shirt daily, a choice aimed at reducing decision fatigue. Like Leonardo DiCaprio, Zuckerberg has invested in real estate, owning 5 adjacent houses in Silicon Valley. However, these properties are not extravagantly luxurious. His primary residence is modest and situated just 10 minutes away from the more opulent mansions in the nearby suburb of Atherton. In terms of vehicles, Zuckerberg's selections are notably pragmatic. He owns an Acura TSX valued at $30,000, a Honda Fit worth $18,000, and a Volkswagen Golf priced at around $30,000. The outlier in his collection is a Pagani Huayra, valued at approximately $4 million. Despite this high-value purchase, his overall approach to lifestyle and possessions emphasizes safety, comfort, and subtlety rather than overt lavishness. Lil Dicky. When Loss remarked that Mark Zuckerberg looks like the poorest rich person I've ever seen, he might not have been aware of Lil Dicky, who crafted an entire song celebrating frugality titled "Saving That Money." In an innovative approach, Lil Dicky produced its music video without incurring any expenses. He roamed through mansions, yachts, and nightclubs, persuading strangers to let him use their extravagant settings for free, while donning the most economical clothing he could find. Lil Dicky explained his concept, saying, "You often hear rap songs about spending money. I thought it would be humorous to flip that and rap about saving money instead, due to the irony. More than just ironic, I take genuine pride in being economical. I consider myself quite frugal, and I believe that securing a great deal is cooler than lavish spending. Throughout the song, he humorously reveals his thrifty habits, like using his cousin Greg's Netflix account, spacing out his haircuts to save money, and wearing the same pair of jeans daily. He also expresses his mixed feelings about the fame his music has brought him. Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler is known for his laid-back style, often sports oversized clothes, untied sneakers, and a look that seems straight out of the laundry basket. His ultra-casual dress sense has become so characteristic that it's a meme. Despite his substantial wealth, Sandler is known to shop for his everyday attire at budget-friendly stores like Walmart. He maintains a look that's always game-ready, reflecting his love for basketball, which he often plays spontaneously with strangers. In an interview, Sandler shared unconcerned with the typical celebrity lifestyle. Sandler enjoys simple pleasures, like photobombing weddings, grabbing a standard breakfast at IHOP, or even eating a jar of pickles while strolling down the street, worth nearly $500 million. What do you think about these billionaires living such low-key lives? Can you imagine adopting such a lifestyle if you were in their shoes? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video intriguing, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into the unexpected lives of the rich and famous. Thanks for watching.